got to start recording.
Hi, I'm Roy Atwood. This is Studio 3A, a place for people who like to ask hard questions.
Hello.
Joined today by my incredible co-host.
Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
probably the nicest one. You didn't have to think about it. It just rolled off your tongue.
It's not like this is maybe the second or third take that we've done.
Just two.
This is just you're incredible. That's all I wanted.
You didn't introduce me because I interrupted you. But
Anna Bundy Hagler.
that's me.
Last week we talked about work-life balance.
Yeah, I thought it was a good episode, but I didn't get any feedback.
That's okay. Maybe it was so good that we didn't get any feedback about it.
Maybe it was perfect.
Do you feel balanced? Do you feel like your work and your life are balanced?
Not today.
Why not? It's like, we got a little personal. Uh-oh.
You know how it goes. You know how it goes. I don't open up.
You worked over the weekend.
Yes, I do think not having a day off, and then like people needed me.
You took Monday off.
What you don't know, but Dexter, who's talking to us, knows that I came in yesterday for a meeting.
Why?
So I didn't really take a day off.
Why did you do that?
Well,
So you just talked about work-life balance last week, and then you forgot everything you talked about and didn't take a day off this weekend.
Yep, that about sums it up.
So maybe
someone has more
advice
work to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be severed. That
Maybe
might
you
answer it.
No, because then half of you would always be at work.
Maybe she should live here. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think you would be in a better mood if you were here all the time.
Do you think I'm in a bad mood?
No, I don't think you're in a bad mood. I just don't think it would get better for you.
Yeah, I understand. Not for my any.
Yeah.
Do you have any feedback?
I might have. I don't remember. Life just floats on by for me.
See, I worked hard and you played hard, and
I did play hard. I may or may not have fallen asleep in a bar on Friday night.
because you're old.
Yes. Dexter said it was at 7:30 at night that I fell asleep in the bar. I'll have you know, it was at 11:45 p.m.
Did you have too many vodka lemonades like Valentine's?
I did not have too many.
But you fell asleep at the bar?
I was tired. Regardless of the alcohol consumption.
I had too many drinks.
We were waiting because...
Too many drinks.
No, we were... Actually, I did feel hungover.
You were...
the
What?
next day. I was hungover the next day.
What is happening?
I'm tapping this on this.
Can I hear that?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I mean, I can do it ASMR style. It didn't really make the same noise.
This is horrendous.
Okay, so today we're continuing our theme of office topics.
Yeah.
And we're talking about office culture.
I got a lot to say.
What do you have to say about office culture?
I'm just kidding. Well, I have an ideal office culture, and I don't know that we live into my ideal.
What's your ideal?
I do really love the Google setup. I really want a fridge full of snacks, a workout room, a nap pod.
We have a workout room.
I don't know that we need set offices. I think we could be more fluid.
Oh, I need a set office. Don't come into my space.
I literally come into your office at least twice a week.
Yes, but very politely.
Thank you. See, I'd be polite if we had fluid office spaces.
I don't want to be fluid with you.
Okay, well, continue on. What is your ideal office setup? An office.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't. I need a place where I can put my stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So I grew up in a house with a bunch of siblings, and I shared a bedroom my entire life.
Oh, you
almost
have
my entire
different
life.
trauma than I do.
And I had almost no space in the house where I could put something down and know it would not be touched.
Oh.
And sometimes you just need to I'm just going to put my backpack here. I'm going to put my lunch here. I'm going to...
A home?
Yeah, I'm talking about in the office.
Okay, I'm just... One of those is...
I don't want to be where am I sitting today?
I love that.
There are empty desks in our office. You could do that.
Maybe I should.
Maybe you shouldn't. How do you feel about staff values?
I feel set up. I think... No. Sorry, I said that because we talked about
we may or may not have
today.
talked about our staff
We have
values
staff values.
in
We
our
have
staff
3
meeting today.
I do like the idea of staff values.
Not a joke.
And I do like the idea of reviews. In general.
Reviews are good.
I don't know how you actually assess a staff on values they share.
Yeah.
Heard it here first.
Yeah. I like my staff
Like, am I collaborative, or do I think I'm collaborative and everybody else is like, that girl's a monster? You know?
That's fair. If like we're all going to judge ourselves on this thing, or
yeah,
part of your review process,
right?
That's fair. That's fair.
Like, just because my supervisor says I'm great at collaboration, what if you're like, actually?
Well, that's why you got 360 review, girl.
I see.
That's why you got 360 review.
Yeah. How do you feel about staff values?
It's like the values are like, don't be a jerk. Like, just don't do that.
Fair.
Like, do we need to like remake the wheel about like working in an office place? Right? Like, our staff values are get along with each other. Yeah, no duh.
Yeah.
So I'm a little cynical on that.
When are you not?
That is a great question.
Yeah.
What are we each wrote 3 things that you shouldn't do in the office.
Yeah.
That really kind of violates like the sort of office code.
Yes. Violations.
What's your first one?
Small talk before meetings.
What's wrong with that?
We don't need to go in there and like.
So you're all supposed. So if 2 people get to a meeting beforehand, you're just supposed to sit
in silence.
That's awkward.
I think it's fine. We can talk over lunch or in a different meeting. Like,
you can't just be like, "So, how's your day? How was your weekend?"
Yeah, but how?
You watching anything fun?
Like,
I hate small talk as much as the next person, but I'd rather do that than sit in silence if you're both in the same room.
You literally sit in silence if we're in the same room together.
I guess I do.
It's so mean.
I'm mean?
Yeah, because you're critiquing my. You don't small talk. I thought for sure when I said this, Roy was going to be like, "Yeah, I gotta."
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I really left you hanging on that one. Talking loud in the bullpen. Do you know what the bullpen is like in an office? The
cubicles?
Yeah, the cubicles. So we have cubicles set up in our office. And one of the first things I picked up was, you don't talk loud in the bullpen. People, not that people ever say anything.
I violate that on a daily basis.
It's so quiet in there.
Yeah.
It's so quiet in there that I just kind of like, it's kind of a little library setting.
No, I'm usually like, Dorian!
No.
You know?
That's no.
Or if I need Vicky!
People are trying to work.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
I just walk over to the desk and like, hey. So, I was wondering if maybe that's how you should behave.
Okay. Will you rate me on it next week?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we doing job evals next week?
Maybe. Well, I feel like if we're talking about this and we don't get any feedback, we'll need some content for next week. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was like, just found out I was getting evaluated next week. Okay, what's your second thing that you shouldn't do in the office?
I think we should stop having meetings over lunch. I'm over it.
Oh, yeah, that's a hard no. That's an absolutely no.
I don't want you to touch my noon to 1 block.
No, absolutely not.
I don't want a meeting to go to 12:05. I don't want a 12 o'clock meeting.
I understand a meeting going into 12:30. No. It shouldn't, but I understand.
It shouldn't. You heard it here first.
There should be no meetings from noon to 1.
From now on, I'm walking out of every meeting.
Okay, do it.
Just kidding.
Empty threats.
Yep.
Call your bluff.
Yeah, you're not wrong. What's your second one?
External processing. So
this feels so.
This isn't about you.
So personal.
This isn't about you.
Would you tell me if it was live?
Yes.
Actually,
there are some people who will walk into your office and will just talk about maybe something they just experienced. And then about 45 seconds in, you realize, this isn't about anything. You're just talking to me.
That's how external processing works.
Right. And so then I just have to be like, do I stop what I'm doing now? Like how
No.
long is this going on?
Just keep your eyes
Are
on
we
your
having
screen.
a conversation? Like you're procrastinating doing whatever the next thing is, but you're procrastinating on my time.
Oh, that's the sore point.
Yeah, if we're just gonna sit so if we're having a meeting, you and I,
Yeah.
and
I
we're like,
external process.
that's fine. We're in a
Right.
meeting.
I'm processing right now.
We're in a meeting. We're having a conversation.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you just walked in, or if I just walked into your office and was like, so, did you hear that thing Dorian said? You're like,
no.
no.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless it's
I
like some
understand.
hot goss. Just,
Yeah.
I don't need that. What's your last thing?
Okay. My last one is stop putting tap water in the coffee maker.
What's wrong with that?
We have filtered water.
You can taste the difference?
The cleanliness of the machine, the taste of the coffee,
I didn't
the
know this.
longevity of the scaling or descaling. Stop
even
putting
know what
tap
that
water
means.
in the coffee maker.
Okay. I'm going to
very
put tap water in
passionately
the
about
coffee
that.
maker just because I don't even drink coffee. I'm just going to do it to mess with you. My last one, eating other people's cheese. Don't do it. It's an inside story. We can explain it to you later. Video of the week. This is how we feel about The Office.
Talk turkey. Not the over.
Get a lot of I do feel like we have some good synergy in The Office.
That's not a word I would use.
Well, you're not a cool person. There's a phrase that gets tossed around in workplaces a lot. We're like a family here. On the surface, it sounds nice. Who wouldn't want to feel valued, supported, and connected at work? But for many, this idea of a work family quickly becomes a double-edged sword. Families, after all, come with expectations, loyalty, sacrifice, obligation. And when workplaces borrow that language, it can blur the lines between professional and personal in many ways that aren't healthy. A job, no matter how much we care about it, isn't the same as family. Family, in whatever form it takes, is where love is unconditional, where we belong even when we fail, where our worth isn't measured by productivity. A workplace, by contrast, is built on expectations, roles, compensation. There's nothing wrong with enjoying our jobs, caring about our coworkers, or even forming deep bonds with our colleagues. But when a company asks for family-level commitment without offering family-level security in return, that's a problem. No job should demand our identity or our well-being in the name of loyalty. So if we set aside the myth of the work family, how do we develop a positive, healthy relationship with our jobs? Maybe it starts with redefining what we want work to be. Work can be meaningful without being our whole world. It can be a source of purpose without becoming our sole identity. It can be a place where we build real friendships, but where our value isn't determined by how much we give. Developing a healthy relationship with work means setting boundaries, the ability to step away, to rest, to know that we are more than what we produce. It means recognizing that burnout isn't a badge of honor, and that being a good employee doesn't mean being endlessly available. It means understanding that while work is important, so is the life we build outside of it. The people we love, the hobbies that restore us, the moments of joy that have nothing to do with deadlines or performance reviews. At its best, work can be a place where we grow, where we contribute something valuable, where we connect with others in meaningful ways. But it isn't family, and that's okay. Because when we stop expecting work to be everything, we free ourselves to build a life that is full, balanced, and truly our own. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good about it. I agree. I was just thinking, I bet people watching this are like, y'all are pastors.
Yeah.
Like, how does this translate? And I want people to know that like we take our job as pastors very seriously, and we still like have an office job throughout the week.
It's very
still
similar. People would be surprised how.
Right, like we still have to get this stuff done. Like our Sundays may look very different compared
That
to
is
like
true.
other people's jobs, and like I adore like the people I serve and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like remembering that our day-to-day office work doesn't have to make us family and doesn't have to like be, doesn't have to require that much of our energy that especially those of us put in the church put into it. Like, it's kind of freeing.
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of, maybe it would be easier if we had like a job that was not a calling, as they say.
The Lord.
So it is, I think, particularly hard for pastors to step away and have good balance, or to treat, this should be, all our coworkers should be, in it together. But a lot of people who work at churches don't attend the church that they go to.
Right.
Or might not even be the religious faith of the church.
Right.
I think that's healthy.
Yeah, I think so too.
And it should be the same way with people in like secular jobs. That, it shouldn't be all.
Shouldn't be your everything.
Shouldn't be your. I was going to sing a song, but I don't even know what song I was going to sing.
Okay, well.
You're everything. I don't know what song it is, Anna.
Oh, Dexter is noodling.
He almost had it. No, he can't get it either. I don't know, Dexter. I don't know.
Okay, for our friends that are watching, I want to know what are office culture no-nos.
Yeah, what do people do in your office that you're like, stop it?
And then I want to know one boundary they put up for themselves at work.
Yes.
Yeah.
And why is that boundary? Don't come in for a Monday meeting when you worked on the weekend.
Anyway, we'll see you next time.
I think it's a Bruno Mars song. You're everything to...
Nothing else.